If you've been watching my channel for a while, you know that I'm obviously predominantly a bass fisherman. That said, I recently made a goal to catch more species this year. You know, I live in Michigan, and Michigan's got all sorts of good fishing, from bass to perch to pike to muskie to steelhead. That's exactly what today's all about. Today I'm gonna try to catch my very first steelhead. I have no idea what I'm doing. Not only do I have no idea what I'm doing, but I definitely don't have the right gear. With that being said, we're gonna try to make bass fishing tackle work because I'm not gonna go out there and spend hundreds of dollars just to get geared up for steelhead. So fortunately, one of you, my great viewers, Matt, thanks Matt, has shown me kind of what I need to get started. And really what we're doing today is we're float fishing. Essentially what that means is I'm using a bobber and I'm gonna throw a jig underneath it, and I'm actually gonna go ahead and tip that jig with wax worms. As you can see, we're river fishing, and this river's moving pretty quick, but it's relatively shallow. So I'm hoping that we shouldn't have any issues. The likelihood is, even if we hook up, there could be a very large challenge in bringing the fish in. But fortunately, I've got my tiny little bass net. So I brought both a spinning rod and a casting rod, but I was told for float fishing that a casting rod is gonna be a lot better, solely because you can really control the spool better and let it free spool while you're drift fishing. Since my bait caster has 40-pound braid on it, I'm gonna go ahead and put an 8-pound fluorocarbon leader. I normally wouldn't do 40-pound to 8-pound because that's probably gonna give me some issues, but because it's braid, it has a lower diameter, so it shouldn't be too bad. Now that we got our leader tied, I'm gonna go ahead and add my bobber, and this is essentially made for steelhead fishing, and it's got a little rubber bottom here, so that way you can stop the bobber pretty much anywhere on the line. And then after you got your bobber on there, all you have to do is add your jig and then put some weights on there depending on the speed of the current as well as the depth. Ugh. I don't know, bro. I don't know about all this. I'm also not much of a waiter guy.
Try downstream a little bit?
I would absolutely enjoy that.
A little walk, any
Come on, Bobber, just go down. Well, I've been fishing for about 45 minutes or so, and I haven't even had a bite, but the thing is I have no idea what I'm doing, so you know, at least I'm outside, I guess. Oh man, my fingers are cold. The only thing to warm them up would be a big juicy fish. I thought I heard something go in a tree. Say hi to your future self.
Hi, future self.
My subscribers are exactly like me. Look at this. Standing on a table to unhook his snagged line out of a tree. Classic. There you go. I get sketched out with you in those rubber boots on that slick table. You better be careful. Don't need any accidents today.
I've got health insurance.
I guess that's one way to look at it. This location looks extra juicy. Oh gosh, I think that was actually a fish. Gosh dang it. I lost both my waxies.
Did you?
Yeah, dang it. I'm all tangled up now, shoot. I hate this about braided fishing line. It gets so tangled up. Well, that took me about 10 minutes, but I got it all untangled. You know what, I'm gonna try my spinning rod. I just think that I could catch one on this. I don't know why I have more confidence in the spinning rod. Everybody told me to use the casting rod, but I don't know, I just feel better about this finesse presentation. The water's not quite as fast here, so I'm kind of thinking that I'll be fine to get away with this rod. You know, it's much, much shorter than most people use for this style of fishing, but who knows? What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna tip it with a waxy, but this one's kind of a feathered jig. Looks real nice. I would think that a trout would hit this, or a salmon, or whatever the heck we're fishing for. Snag. Okay, so, you know, I've been fishing for, I don't know, an hour or an hour and a half. I'm not really entirely sure, but I have no idea what I'm doing, and I'm having fun. I have confidence that we will hopefully catch a fish at some point. I think I've had a couple bites. I'm not entirely sure, but I don't know. It's a beautiful day nonetheless. I mean, I'm honestly surprised that it's January and we don't have a bunch of snow on the ground.
Should be ice fishing, right?
Yes, I want to be ice fishing. I want to catch crappie. I'm just going to keep walking around and try to catch a fish. I'm losing all my energy. I need a coffee. I need something. I'm not gonna lie, I'm super exhausted. And I'm honestly pretty frustrated right now. Not because I didn't catch anything today, more because I haven't caught anything in the last few videos and I feel really bad posting these. The reality is I'm on a dry streak. You know, the fishing in Michigan has been really weird because where I'm at, there's not ice yet, and everywhere else, it's like the fish are pretty inactive. If I was to catch a fish, it really would be steelhead or trout. The thing is as you know and can clearly tell from this video, I have very little experience, so you're gonna have to bear with me for a little while. Someone's outside and they're looking at me film myself. I'm getting incredibly anxious. But that's also part of being on YouTube. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry that I didn't catch any fish. I also feel bad for myself because, you know, I go a little crazy without fish. Regardless, make sure to carve out some time this week to go outside, get some fresh air, whether you're hiking, fishing, camping, exploring, walking your dog, it doesn't matter. Spend some time outside because it's always a good time, even if you don't catch fish.